What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode from BackYardBoyz. If you guys are new to this channel, please lightly tap that subscribe button somewhere down below, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. In this episode, we're actually gonna go ahead and reveal a brand new build, and this build is actually very special to me because I love the E92 chassis and I love the BMW over here. So this right here is a 2013 BMW 335 that is actually hiding something under the hood, which I will show you guys in a little bit. But let me tell you guys a little backstory on this car. So this car here is actually a clean title. This is not like a Copart, IAA buy, none of that stuff. This was extremely lucky. Some person in my area actually posted up on Craigslist for an extremely cheap price, and I'll reveal that sometime in the near future. So stay tuned. Got this thing, drove it back home, and it is wrecked. A little bit harder than I thought, but I'll show you guys here in a little bit. The radiator is busted, but it was only like 3 miles from my house, so we drove it. Let's go check it out. Let's go check out the interior. It has about 80,000 miles, and the guy has some tasteful mods on it. I'm not lying to you, man. These are stock wheels that are his spares or whatever, but he had different wheels in this thing and they were beautiful. But I already went ahead and ordered some wheels. You guys want to stay tuned for that. These wheels are gonna be so sick. Carbon fiber right over here, pretty good condition. Usually this stuff like clear, you know, the clear coat chips on it or whatnot. We got a black roof, which is not wrapped, it's actually painted. Got a crusty molding, very typical. I'm gonna go ahead and change that molding over there. Going on into the interior, this is a M Sport Package E92, which I'm gonna unlock the door. There you go. So, going on to the interior, we have a pretty standard but M package interior. I wish that had the aluminum trim, which is much more beautiful, but I may get some other trim or maybe buy some carbon fiber trim. We will see. Ooh, trick shot. Unreal. Anyways, we got manual gearbox. I love my manuals, and especially with the turbo manual car. You guys know what the 1M sounds like. Got that beautiful blow off valve sound. A little bit dirty, which is, it is what it is. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna make it immaculate. We're gonna make it clean. Right here we have an integrated, super sick. So this one doesn't have the navigation. You guys can kind of see right here. Very plain up here. The guy went ahead and integrated some kind of car stereo. I don't know exactly where it's from, but it's pretty sick. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look at this thing. Let it turn on. So multimedia on vehicle navigation system. And you guys probably remember me complaining about the E92 M3 not having a rear camera. So I think my complaints were heard by someone, but look at this thing. Give it a couple seconds to load up. And go ahead. See if it, oh, there you go. So it has a rear camera. So it's showing the rear gate, or the rear, it's called, yeah. See that? Oh, and it shows, what the heck? It shows that the door is open. Look at that. So rear camera, and then it shows that the driver door is open. Go ahead. No, it probably only showed it once. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it there. On the interior, nothing fancy, nothing special. 83,000 miles, no airbags blown. I actually drove it, like I said, and I lost that footage. It was on the GoPro. So this is the third video that I lost footage on. I kept telling you guys that I lost footage on 3 videos. Going down here, we got a carbon fiber trunk lip over here. I don't really like this one. I mean, I like the style and everything, but this is like a knockoff one. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the clean competition one that is on the E92 M3. If you guys have an E92, you know what I'm talking about. Going on back here, we have an M-Tech rear bumper, LCI taillights, and Ruiz, or however you say that, exhaust system. And this exhaust system might be a giveaway or like to what I'm talking about on the engine bay. So let's go into the engine bay. I'll show you guys what is popping under here. So this thing is actually MHD Stage 2 Plus tuned, which is 400, I'm not sure if it's 430 or 460 horsepower, somewhere around there. But yeah, you want to pop the hood while I hold the latch because it won't open otherwise. So I'm gonna hold the latch, pop the hood. Yeah, go ahead, pop it all the way open. Very dirty under here. Typical person that doesn't maintain or pressure wash engine bay. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna clean this thing up. We're gonna make it look immaculate. It has these built headlights. These are not factory headlights. Although one lucky thing is these headlights are stupid expensive. They're like probably close to $1,000 a piece used with all the computers. The lucky thing is I have the computer, so all I have to do is buy a new casing, basically, you know, a new housing for the headlight, and then swap over all the computers. That should be pretty good. That should save me a ton of money over there. Besides that, we have an intake, we have our oil catch can down here, and we do what looks like have an intercooler, aftermarket intercooler. Does not look factory. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and strip this whole entire front end, see to what extent the damage went, because we can see that the fan housing has some cracks. We can see that all of this is pushed back, and we want to make sure that this frame has no damage whatsoever. Make sure this, you know, this reinforcement bar is intact. And then from there, once we get all this stripped, we can start ordering parts and getting this thing back on the road. And yeah, so let's get right into it. Let's start stripping this thing. We don't have too much work. This right here is actually, he said he cracked this, so this wasn't part of the accident. He couldn't get the hood open because he was, when it's closed like this, so when it's closed, you can't get it open. You gotta have someone inside and someone outside. And he tried to get it open and pop this fender out. But these fenders are not too expensive, not a big deal. Let's get into stripping this front end. Anyhow, we got some super good news. It looked pretty scary initially when I went ahead and picked up the hood, but it's not. It's honestly not scary at all. The reinforcement bar right here is perfect condition. Everything survived. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy these two new pieces right here. The radiator support and this front duct. The headlights, I already ordered new ones. I told you guys that. And all the computers are here. The computers is what's expensive. So look at this. Like, this is actually kind of ridiculous. So look at this. Let's just, I don't know what BMW was thinking, but look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 right here, what I can see. And all of that stuff is expensive, very expensive. But I got them all. All I gotta do is transfer all this stuff to the new one, and we're good. Bumper, I ordered a new one already. And then we go over here. The radiator and all this stuff did not take much impact at all. It's actually pretty darn crazy. The only thing that looks like it's leaking is this right here. So kind of bolts on right here, this pipe. It's very easy. It's called the upper coolant hose. But there is some markings over here from this radiator being pushed into the fan right here. Fan is all shattered up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a new radiator, get a new condenser. That condenser still has AC coolant or AC in there. I checked and it still has AC in there. And if you guys do remember my 1M, I bought a fan, and apparently the 1M fan is a little bit different. I bought one off of E92. So I already have one of the most expensive parts for the car. This was $300 basically part. I have it at home. All I have to do is buy a new radiator, buy that upper hose, and then a couple more pieces. We're gonna get this thing pieced together very soon. I can't wait to rip this thing, hear what it sounds like, you know, at some high RPMs, because I was just cruising it. But yeah, guys, we're gonna get this thing on the road very soon. I did notice another thing. We do have an aftermarket intercooler here. This looks like a Burger Motorsports intercooler. I'm not sure exactly what brand that is, but just because the oil catch can and the intake is Burger Motorsports, I'm gonna assume that he bought a whole kit. I can ask him just to confirm with that. Hopefully this thing rips. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I am way too pumped to get this thing back on the road, looking mint, looking beautiful. I told you guys earlier that I went ahead and ordered the wheels, and man, those things look so sick. You guys will see later on in the next video and things like that why why this car is going to piece together so beautifully. Our main concern right now is to go ahead and order all the parts. We stripped everything. We see what needs to be ordered, and I'm not going to pull off the radiator and the condenser because there's simply no reason to pull those off. When we get the new ones in, we're just going to swap them out, make sure everything fits. And a buddy of mine just threw out a crazy idea. So here's kind of the catch. I'm kind of skeptical to say this, but if this video right over here gets 10,000 likes, I will give this car away to one lucky subscriber. So with that being said, share this video, and if you guys want the car, go ahead and like that video, smash that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate all the love, all the support. If you guys want to support the channel, please cop yourself some merch down below, and I'm out.